Alright guys, let's talk about Soundhound AI sound stock. We are down here at critical point here. This was previous support, and it's a critical point because we have to hold this range here at $4. If we don't hold 4, we're going to 2, 3, and it doesn't help that if you guys have been watching my other videos, it looks like we're entering a temporary downtrend on the overall market. What's going on in the Middle East doesn't help. Yesterday we were just bleeding. Today some stocks are holding up, but we're still kind of bleeding on the other half. So that's not good. You know, when everything's going up, that's when you know that we're in a bull market. When things are kind of going sideways and some stocks are going up and some stocks are going down, that spells uncertainty if you think about it. Like, I don't know, we'll go up, we'll go down, we'll go sideways, but when you see that kind of action, it usually means like there's just a lot of uncertainty in the market. And yesterday's bleeding combined with today's cross under on the MACD for the QQQ stock usually means we're gonna go lower. And the reason I say that is because of QQQ. If you look at this stock, if you've been watching my other videos, look at this cross under, look at this white line crossing under the yellow line. You come down here, what do you see? You see this pattern here? We enter a temporary downtrend after a huge run up. Look at that cross under. It happened, and not 3 weeks in a row of just red and bleeding. And everything that's going on with the tensions over there in Middle East, everything going on with Russia, Ukraine. I mean, none of that helps the situation. But we can assume, based on previous patterns, hey, this run up, downtrend. This is a 3 to 4 month downtrend. Run up, 3 to 4 month downtrend. That's the question. The market would have to recover like this week. If it doesn't, I think it's it. That's it. I mean, right now, a lot of stocks are getting real cheap, and it's time to buy your favorite stocks when you're entering a downtrend. It's a pullback on the overall market, so you want to buy your favorite stocks cheap. That makes sense. Think about that for a second. If everything's just falling, why wouldn't you buy your favorite stocks nice and cheap? So, unfortunately, it looks like Soundhound, yes, it's retracing its original Nvidia fueled run, but the overall market also is helping with this downtrend as well. So it just doesn't bode well, unfortunately. So we do have to hold here at around $4, $3.80. If not, look to buy down there under $2. I think I mentioned this in my previous video. At this point, just look for under $2. Under $2 is where we have, like, look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, buyers always love it under $2. Always. It never failed. It's never, look at that, it's never gone under $1. But it's going to take a while for it to get there. I really thought buyers would step in, but look, it is what it is. We can't control, what's going on. We can't predict what's going to happen in the world. You can't control the whole Middle East thing. I think every stock took a dump yesterday, including Nvidia, I believe. Yeah. So, yeah, that's another thing. Don't forget to keep track of Nvidia. If Nvidia is dumping, you think Soundhound isn't going to dump? If the stock that invested in it, if the company that invested in Soundhound is dumping, more than likely Soundhound's going to follow it. So, and today we're green on Soundhound, and I believe Nvidia is green as well. So it's kind of, I'm not going to say they correlate, but good idea to keep an eye on both. It's kind of like Bitcoin miners. You want to keep an eye on Bitcoin because it tends to follow Bitcoin. Not always, though, just to be clear, but it's a good way to, see what's going on overall. Hopefully you learned something from this. That's it for the video. I mean, I haven't bought in. I did buy in like once, I think, or twice, and I flipped it and took my 1% gain, like, because I moved my stop loss. I always have a game plan, guys. I always have a game plan. It is important to have a game plan with a stop loss, take profit, and have a good entry. Really, the entry is important. Like right now, I'm not buying because it's just things, we don't know what's going to happen over there in the Middle East. So I'm just not going to risk it, right? What if I buy in and then something catastrophic happens? You just don't know. You don't know, man. Those people are crazy. They might drop a nuclear bomb on someone. And then there's just a huge dump on the market, and now you're holding a bag, or your stop loss gets knocked out $1 or $2. And that sucks because it's like, hey, I set a stop loss, I'm protecting my funds, but I can't do anything about the fact that Israel decided to drop a bomb on someone, and now you wake up and you're like, oh my god, the stock gap down $2 below my stop loss. I'm so screwed. So yeah, that's kind of the risk. I know someone did mention that their stop loss got absolutely destroyed. So that's why I'm just like, you got to recognize when it's time to just sit back and relax. And this is one of those times, and I hope you listen to me. Just sit back, relax, and it'll pay off, because when it gets down to $2, you'll be thankful that you waited. And that's it for the video, guys. I've been there before. I have been a bag holder. I still continue to hold a bag on 2 stocks, Tesla mainly, and a Bitcoin miner. But I've learned from those mistakes, and now I go in with game plans. I know when to just sit back and relax, and don't force it. Don't be afraid. I'll see you guys in the next one.